And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. Our starter in this one, Garrett Crochet. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Andrew Benintendi steps up. 0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. Crochet with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Rafaela under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Okay, let's check out the lineup. 1 point of concern hitting in that 2-hole, Andrew Benintendi.
Yeah, and Boog, sometimes all you need when you're slumping like this is just a little bit of confidence. You need a little bit of luck. 1 at bat where you hit the ball hard, maybe it's caught, no big deal. Or maybe you get a bleeder that gets you a hit. You just need to feel good about the at bat, and that's when things start to turn a little bit. We'll see if he can do that in this one.
Mike Tauchman now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. 2 out, space is empty. Hit on the ground to the right side. Handles, throws to first. Tauchman is gone. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, and on the hill, Drew Thorpe. What's the word on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jarren Duran. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Thorpe, a 6'4" righty, 210 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. And delivers outside.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And here it comes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Up the middle, Montgomery fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Strike 2.
0-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That misses the zone. 1-2 the count. The shortstop takes the ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Now it's 3-2. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a nice at-bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Ground ball up the middle, and a base hit. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it falls. The throw in, and he's in safely at third. And a run comes in to score.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now it's Alex Bregman. He went 1 for 5 back on Wednesday. Swings through that one for strike 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And he gets Bregman. And now 2 gone.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's Story now.
Great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Devers on third. Casas at first. 2 out of the inning. And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. A 3-run homer, and they add on. It's 4-0.
Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Just missed.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And that drops in for a strike. Abreu launched a homer in his most recent game. On the ground. Throw sails over his head at first. And it's going to wind up out of play.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it. Cost him an extra base, too.
So runner at second, 2 down. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Tauchman settles under it and makes the catch. That is the inning. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back in Boston, top of the second, and now the DH, Luis Robert Jr. Crochet back to work. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. That one is blasted left field towards the monster on the warning track and hauls it in. And here is Sosa to the plate. First offering misses badly for ball one. Crochet, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. So now 1-2.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
That to right. Abreu should have this one. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
What does she need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Just missed.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
That's outside. And it's 2-1. And there's a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss. Crochet gets the strikeout. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They trail it here 4-0. Back inside Fenway Park, here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. And a foul ball. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jarren Duran, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. That's strike one. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 outs. Foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Pop up here, third base side. Lee settles underneath it. Brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the third. The Red Sox 4 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hamilton. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Colson Montgomery. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Montgomery with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Taylor gets his lead at first, nobody out.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Duran hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, catcher Corey Lee.
Here's Corey Lee. 1 run batted in yesterday, their only run of the game. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
That one outside. Ball 1. Taylor runs. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
1 out and a runner at second as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Josh Rojas. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that one upstairs.
1-0.
That's in there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man at second.
Nope, that's off the
Outside.
plate.
Ball
Ball 2.
2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Cut on and lifted in the air. He makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 left for the White Sox. They're down 4-0.
Yeah. Who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine.
Back here in Boston, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so
Counts
important
1-0.
for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And that's in the dirt.
No
Well,
strike.
usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And another ball.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've played 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now. Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Everybody favors we can divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even planning, but we match, you know. Everybody looking what we
Casas swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front
1
that
ball,
time.
2 strikes.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 1 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And that one fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Lee makes the grab, and there's 2 down. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Devers leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is down low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And it's fouled away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And ball four to a board.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. And that's down and away.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Out to center. Taylor puts it away, and that will end the inning. 2 left on. On to inning number 4. The Red Sox 4 and the White Sox nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Andrew Benintendi. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Grounded out his first time up. That one the other way. Devers tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Luis Robert Jr.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. He's 0 for 1. Robert, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba. First pitch, not close. And that's in there at the knees. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just misses. And now it's 3-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The delivery to Robert. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rafaela makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the fourth, the Red Sox 4 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Movement in the bullpen. Jake Eater, the left-hander, up and throwing. Gilbert also getting ready. And the next pitch is way outside. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Gets the call. Full count now.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
Stays alive. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Drew Thorpe out of the game. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher. Jake Eater takes over on the mound.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So a man at first, and now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox, no trouble here, puts it away for the out. One away. So the batting order turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Both 2 in this one. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Wong over at first with 1 away.
Ball, that's out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That misses, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 on, 1 out. David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. Fouled off left side.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
And now it's even up. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. 1 run is in, headed for the plate. The relay, he'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
1 down. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single. It's 7-0. Man at first. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. He swings and fouls one off. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Here's Alex Bregman. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Sliced hard but foul. Two on, 1 out. Up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting.
Here's Trevor Story now. He's already homered in this game. Slice down the right side. Devers over at second. Casas on at first with 2 down.
Ball 1.
Fastball for a strike. 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Red Sox 7 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Crochet back to work. Close, but call the ball. Ball 1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The 1-2. He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Andrew Vaughn now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That's in there. 2-1 now. And that is out of play. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 strikes.
And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Off the mark there. Now 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fly to left his first time. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And here's the catcher, Corey Lee. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Two on, 2 outs. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is inside. Down the right field line and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Back-to-back base hits. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
At the plate, Josh Rojas. Next pitch is outside. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Lucas Giolito preparing to come on if needed. Buehler getting loose as well. In the air, left field, down the line. And that drops foul. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 7 and the White Sox 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
In there at the knees. And it's 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Red
And now Connor Wong.
Connor Wong.
out there to center. And it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Ball, that's down.
In the dirt. Wong at first, one gone. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Smoked on the ground a second. In time to Vaughn. That ends the frame. And the Red Sox leave one. And they're on top 7-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Lucas Giolito.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Benintendi up here. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Mike Tauchman swinging a foul out of play. And that one almost hit him. Nobody out, runner at first. You know, we talk so much about how guys prepare for a start. For Giolito, one of the things that's really cool, he actually uses scouting reports and then plays MLB The Show to execute how he's going to go about attacking hitters. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rafaela makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And now it's Luis Robert. So the night before his start, he effectively goes over the lineup he anticipates he's going to face and plays the game. So he goes through an entire opposing lineup on MLB The Show, utilizing his own scouting report the team provided. The 0-1. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 7 and the White Sox 1. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy David Hamilton. Gets the outside corner with that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Justin Anderson getting loose out there. Gilbert warming up as well. On the ground, right side. In time to Vaughn. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Rafael Devers up to hit. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike. And he grounds one back up the middle. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, bases empty. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
Once you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even planning, but we matching though.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Counterfeit, I counted your fits, led you astray in the worst way.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber.
One.
Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
1 down, base is empty. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Rafaela makes the play, and there's 2 away. So up next for Chicago, Michael A. Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor inside. And that's ball 1.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
2 down, nobody on. All Red Sox in this one.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
3-0. Hey.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Stretches out and hauls it in. This one pretty well decided at this point. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Red Sox 7 and the White Sox 1. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Now it's Alex Bregman.
I like it when you shake it like that.
Pitch misses.
Outside.
And that is ball 1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they add to their lead. It's 8-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Jake Eder departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. White Sox going with a new arm, Justin Anderson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's Trevor Story. Fought off foul. Anderson, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's back there. And it hits the fence. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Next to hit, Connor Wong. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
In the air, right field. Topman makes the play. Runner tags from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 9-1. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
We can go
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Abreu around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they now lead by 9.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now, David Hamilton. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And now the count is even. Inside, just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 11-1. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Justin Anderson won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher on here, Tyler Gilbert.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now it's Devers at the plate. Inside, just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Two on, 1 out. On a line, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So digging in, Tristan Casas. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Breaking ball misses down and away. Hamilton, the runner at third. Devers at first, 1 gone. Check swing went around. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Next one misses. 3-2 down.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's out to center field. Taylor gets under it. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and the lead continues to grow.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Two outs. Fastball is outside. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around second is Devers. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's 14-1. Man at second here with two away. Trevor Story up next for the Red Sox. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Runner at second, two down. And they'll do it again. And now 1-2. And down on strikes. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Red Sox out front 14-1. Back here at Fenway Park, ready to begin the 8th. Now, Colson Montgomery. Giolito back to work. And ball one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wong makes the catch. One up, one down.
Now batting catcher, Corey Lee.
Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that's outside.
That's
and that one is lifted in the air. And there's 2 away.
Now batting third baseman, Josh.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Clips the outside corner, 0-1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up. And we're in the top of the 8th. The 1-2.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one just misses. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
2 outs, runner at first. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Rojas off of first with 2 away. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back in Boston, bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Cam Boozer, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Schuster getting cranked up as well. That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Ball 3.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. That's too low, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's to third. They get 1.
He's out.
On to first, double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 down, bases empty. Cedar Rafaela now at the plate. And
Ball.
takes low for ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
And that
Oh,
one
that's off the
just
plate.
missed off the outside edge. Misses
ball
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Jarren Duran hitting on deck circle. The Red Sox up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a 4-pitch
No, ball
walk.
four.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Duran
Yep, that
in
ball went
now.
out.
Takes ball one off the plate. In for a strike, and the count even at 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to
He's out.
Vaughn. That's the inning. Back now at Fenway, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Now a fly ball to right center. Rafaela makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Luis Robert now 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Now
Ball
one
one.
missed. Swung on, belted. Rafaela going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. White Sox down to their final out. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. Foul ball. Ground ball, and this should do it. Bregman. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox slug their way to a win in this one.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
14-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
From
If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me. When he's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me. When he's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. I'm a Mac, the baby know it's a fact. Los Angeles in my lap, got belly still in the trap. I really be spitting bars, got thinking I rap. I'm hanging out with the stars, still can't relax even in these foreign cars. I'm rolling out with the, when I hit hard. A mission to make, I need a round of applause, but I might settle for that. Had to break a couple laws, put my city on the map. You think you be the luck, but you didn't make it. Even if you made it, she ain't ever coming back.